Welcome to another episode of At Your Disclosure, the show that brings you the scoop, and part two of Just Do It, as you can see. Working for Concentrix, one of our programs was Nike, as well as Amazon, Intuit, Samsung, and Western universities, all in the same building. And those are probably the most important words I can give you. Is just do it, because in life, time's gonna fly. Just like how I had my sister living here, I got comfortable, and my wife and I really had a problem because, like I said, one of the reasons to move back was for the simple fact that we missed our loved ones. Plus, it was inevitable. My wife's mother had acquired uh, cervical cancer, but she ended up passing away from an infection. But as you can see, this was a beautiful home, and you should see the quality of time we spent, both my wife and I. So, we would cook. She would cook for me. I'd come behind her, and I'd rub her stomach. I'd get behind her, kiss her neck, smell her. I was always smelling her. Her scent was good. She was always a very clean person. She also took care of her hygiene, and little on the hefty side, never bothered me. To me, she was gorgeous. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's beauty's in the eye of the beholder, and at first it wasn't like that. I woke up next to her on first night that we met, and we had met over at my house on 2629 West San Miguel Avenue. My friend Ignacio Gonzalez had gone over there with his baby Baba, Mickey Rosenborough, and had introduced me to Jasmine Santiago. So we go over to Mount Rhodey's house, Caroline Bajent, and while she was in the hospital, uh, I was home alone, so I decided, we could all meet up for drinks and drinks and and just hang out, just uh, kick back and enjoy the place while my Aunt Rhodey is recuperating from see, she had gone a colonoscopy. So uh, when I first met her, I simply told her if she wanted to go to a more quieter place, so I take her to the master bedroom that my Aunt Rhodey had let me stay in. That was where Agnes Bajan had passed away in, and she didn't really like the idea of me sneaking women in, because that's where her mom passed away, and that's the room that she occupied. She died at the age of 76, 78, around there. So I simply told her if she wanted to go somewhere quieter, because one of my friends, Aaron Banner, he was playing rock music, and he was pretty tore. Me, I had to drive, so I hadn't drank that much, and I hate to admit that, but I was driving her early 2000 white Honda Civic 4-door coupe, and bumping Avenged Sevenfold, the newest album. I'm trying to remember the white cover, but it has Almost Easy, and yeah, freaking. I told her if she wanted to go to a quieter place, and it was kind of scary though. Went to the quick trip yesterday, and people get in your way, or people are blocking the way, and you're just like, well, I'm trying to get by, so I just say, excuse me, it's not wrong with that, but in society, there's always gonna have someone tell you how to think, how to be, but you try to remember that saying, that quote, uh, and this is one of our contracts here, like I said, not just as an account manager acquiring contracts through the quality of our work. I work for many different agencies, departments, and organizations that, proud to say, here for the safety of the public, and with that in mind, and running for Congress. Because you got to think about it and consider the fact that this is legit, this is legal. I'm not driving, clean record. Uh, I feel an honest, clean citizen is what this state needs, and there's a lot of changes going on in my life, but I can see myself doing important things instead of just enforcing the law to law enforcement. And I'll tell you something, it's about educating the public. A lot of times you are appreciated for what you do, and there's an understanding, there's a certain level of maturity where you realize I did something wrong. I'm being told, I'm being made aware of the wrong that is being done to the point of, okay, this needs to be a change. So little by little, I know we can progress into a better society because I'll be honest with you. Uh, the 2001 January 6th attack on the what is it, Capitol Hill? You know, it was motivated by they try to pin it on Trump that it was due to uh, Trump's ideology of making America great. But and I had said it before when I was at Humana Glendale 91st before he got elected when he was up against Hillary 2016 elections. I had told this associate, this pharmacist, that if Trump's elected, it's going to be civil war. And being in the position of bank captain and what bank captain is in a PSM, but at the same time too, you can get demoted. Worst case scenario, if you're terminated, it's real difficult to term a uh, an 8-year veteran, but at the same time too, whenever you're needed, you're there. And like I said, a lot of times you have to take breaks and try other other animals for size. Not mean to compare it to an animal, but just start thinking of. There used to be this lady named Jasmine Hurd, and you have a good or bad attitude, but she was cool. I liked the lady, but a couple of times I would notice her attitude or what she would hear, and just making those type of gestures. I'm here wondering, oh, that's negative. Well, I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have a clean record. I mean, we're working at a manufacturing department inside a clean room, so you're doing something beneficial behind the scenes. You're manufacturing medical equipment devices that is going to help someone live a longer and healthier lives. Working for 5 clean rooms, starting with Medtronics, West Pharma in Scottsdale, Intel, International Polymer Engineering, and Beckham and Dickinson in Tempe. So I take pride in what I do. Like I said, a lot of times, being a seasonal veteran of law enforcement, you take many roles where sometimes you need to take a break. And at one point, I was in in the beginning of a career change because law enforcement can be tough. Like I said, it's not like in the movies. Believe me when I tell you this. If you're military law enforcement, not like in the movies where this person want to survive, where Rambo freaking takes out a whole squadron. It's nothing like that. But put it this way, it takes split-second decisions to make the difference, and proper training is what it's all about. When I relocated back, I had gone to Santino Cortez's house to pick up a sack because, in all honesty, while I need a beer. Like I said, I quit drinking, but being the last days here, I decided, well, I am an adult. Happiness by choice, not by chance. Prohibition never worked out. So he gets upset, and before that, he gets upset because I had told him, hey, I'm working for Bank of America as a customer protection officer, as a bank protection officer, part of the customer protection officer division. I just requalled, if you want to, we could all get together, go to the desert, set up a few targets, start training. And he got all upset over nothing. Oh, well, close, and he didn't say it this way, so this is the way I'm describing it. You actually have to stick your ass out, but the way I'm describing it is in close quarter combat. you know, you do what you got to do in order to, of how the great Robert Brooks has said more than once, survive before hanging up over at the Flower, 53rd Avenue, 53rd Lane, and Flower, Major Cross 51st Avenue in Thomas. And he got upset because I was telling him that, but remembering now the reason for, because I show up in uniform to pick up a sack. Trying to remember if I was at the home loans or at a banking center. Oh, no, I was at a banking center because I had my utility bill, and my service weapon was left in the car. I usually put it under the seat, as cute as it sounds, or in my icebox, which reminds me. Damn, did I even bring it out? Okay. So if you see this, look at that lichen. It's getting big. We had gotten this cat when he was a teenager. Now he's getting all big. What's going on, that lichen? And yeah, I'm gonna miss my place, man. I fucking loved it here, man. You could just imagine. Dang, I cussed. So I have my camera there, charging my phone, and if you see this, oh my, Aunt Rhodey Caroline Bajan gave me this. Yeah, to hide more stuff in there, but so she had given me this case here. But if you see this, then you know I've been just about every banking center nationwide, but had a significant amount of success here in Arizona. And I'm not gonna lie, banks get robbed. That's just the nature of the beast. You're not gonna stop everyone from doing what they want. Like I said, people are individuals, and trying to stop them is gonna be difficult. So that being said, freaking, I show up in my BPO uniform, which is a polo shirt, a custom protection officer, sewed into the pictorial area, and I had left my gun there, and I was gonna go in there armed, but I didn't want to. I don't know how his reaction might have been. Maybe it would have been good, maybe it would have been bad. He would have probably asked me, and this is just assuming what type of caliber, what caliber type is that. And I just left it under because when you're issued a weapon, you usually get in a gun case. Like in Las Vegas, Tim Wells had issued me a service weapon. I don't like to reveal what type of service weapon because most officers usually carry semi-auto. So, you know what I'm saying? Freaking, you're going to do what you want. You're going to do what you have to in order to survive. You know, even if I have to get in my vehicle and chase down the bank robber, you know, you're going to do what you can. And even that then. But there's always an internal and an external. So just like at QB First, Christopher Martin and I will alternate. He'll conduct an interior patrol. He'll man lobby while I conduct an exterior patrol for an hour. So I will circle QB First facility. And the reason for the business-to-business company concentrics, meaning a series of circles, is because that's all I'll do, and it felt great. You know, you're making your presence known, you're greeting one another, and you're promoting the peace. You're as a peace officer, and you know, things happen. This lady fell off her bike. I went over there, helped her out, and it could be a lot of things you can do for the client. Like I said, we're in the business of serving the general public, so why not lend out a hand? This is good karma. This is good how can I put this? This is good conduct. So it pays off to be a good person, have good intentions, good attitude, and learn how to let go. That's why what I had told you about QB First, and you remember, that's how it is. You remember how someone made you feel, but at the same time too, how you gotta make them feel when you learn from this. One person is gonna tell 10 others how bad you are instead of the good in your life. So they pay pretty good at QB First, an Australian insurance company, but it's more than that now. It's worldwide, and I can remember Laura, the client there. I had worried about her when she shows up once with a bruise on her cheek, and I wonder how she got that. So I looked at her and I felt like asking her so bad, hey, is everything okay? Because when money is involved, you want everything right. Newly constructed building, everything has to be perfect. You have to dress to impress. You have to just make sure that everything is running uh, sufficiently. You have to make sure that everything is in order. So back to visiting my friend Santino at the time, because that was the last day I ever seen him. Before being yelled at for no apparent reason, when his friends and family members came in, I remember going to his house, pick up a sack in my BPO uniform. And he was just going like this, like he couldn't stand it, he was just acting erratically. I'm like, why is he going like this? Like, if he couldn't stand it, it's like his brother served, his father served, once 82nd Airborne, once 101, 101st Airborne Division, and not serving doesn't make you a good or a bad person. It's just your choice whether you serve or not. Whatever you do it overseas, whatever you're doing overseas, you're doing it here. This just, like Tim Wells said, it looks good on your resume. So Tim Wells says should be my service duty weapon in a gun case with a lock and a gun lock, and off the back telling me, I never had to use mine. I hope you never had to use yours. Silence is golden. It's a lot of responsibility to work in an arms site. Like I said, there's a lot of there's a lot of there's a lot that can go on in a day where a typical person couldn't justify what it is to be in that position and would rather steal it. Stolen valor should be illegal. Just like an HR deploy, I remember I had a fight fire, like I said earlier, about it's not what you say, it's how you say it. There's words that just stand out in bold lettering. And back then I would use Arizona Bandit tracker, but now you could just access the FBI website, FBI.gov, and find out about the latest bank robbers or just wanted criminals. And it's a shame that society has to be this way, but this desperation, desperate times come from desperate needs. But I think what upset it, Mr. Cortez Santino, is the fact that his wife, because I treat him with respect for the most part. Like I said, we once went to a New Year's Eve party over at the Cortez residence. Marco and Santino's parents, they hosted a New Year's Eve bash, and it was good times. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love the family, and I don't hold any animosity towards them at all. When I say that he's insignificant, it's for the simple fact that he didn't serve. I don't even know if he graduated from high school, but my brother claims that he went to boarding school. I don't see how that is considered serving. Whether you served or not, it doesn't matter. Respect's respect. But being yelled at for no reason makes me wonder, what did you hear, or what is it that caused you to act this way? Because I don't like being yelled at. That's the type of person you gotta yell at. He stood up and did that as soon as his friends and family members walked in and his gun was there. The first thing I told myself, hey, I'm gonna reach for that gun. Boom, 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 boom. Because I have to do nothing to you but go to your house and pick up a sack. And freaking flipping on me for no apparent reason. I can understand showing up to your house without a call. But we know each other. I've known the Cortezes for a real long time. And Marco had befriended me, and I felt like reaching out to him and telling him that, hey man, think about it. If you're aware of who jumped you on your birthday, you've known throughout your return to Arizona who influenced your best friend Aaron Manor to think a certain way. But at the same time too, just like my wife, whether anyone influenced her or not, she did what she wanted to do. That's just how life is. So it's either break or make up, one of the two. But just know in life, everyone's gonna disappoint you. Everyone's gonna let you down. But it's up to you to see who's worth putting up for. I could forgive a brother, and I don't feel animosity, anger towards anyone, despite me being in pain. And if I don't like taking medication. I don't take anything. Never needed to. Just all natural. No steroids, no nothing, no medicine, no nothing, no antidepressants, no uh, what is that, antipsychotic pills, nothing like that. But I simply told him about us, training together. I could have gotten him in. Same thing with Aaron. I had told him, hey man, you want to work for G4 Secure Solutions? No, I don't want to do that. He was working at Metasource, rugby. And it's just the attitude that after being yelled at, and my brother's sitting there just like whatever, it's almost like my own brother against me. I could remember the bad, but I can't remember the good. Just like when SB 1071 was in effect. Hey man, you couldn't get your shit together? That's on you. Don't blame me. Don't hold this anger towards me because everything we do together, it's embarrassing me in front of others. And I'm working on this book, this memoir, and I've featured it before. I've explained it. I'm still working on keeping the titles, but the first book is Bulletproof, To Whom I May Concern, Levels, third edition, meaning that there will be 3 books within the saga. There's going to be a total of 6 books inside a revolver-style bookcase, so you can visualize that. Then volumes, because actions speak louder than words. So you have Bulletproof, To Whom I May Concern, Levels, 3rd edition, and volumes, because actions speak louder than words. So running for Congress, running for state senate, it's going to take supporters. So I'm Alexis Ruben Tovar, at your disclosure.